Hey guys, Outdoor Enthusiast 88 here again. So I finally got a chance to take the Ruger LCP2 out to the range last night. I went through over 150 rounds of brass, steel, and some more brass, and even a few, almost half a box of critical defense. And I will loop in some footage here in a minute so you guys can kind of take a look at the results of what happened for all the different types of ammunition and how the gun handled and accuracy. And here's the gun right here. Nice and dirty still. Only have 2 mags for it, so shooting 150 rounds took a while, but it was well worth it for testing. And I am quite pleased with the results. So take a look at the footage here, and we'll be right back. LCP2.
Actually, I just saw on my bills. I've been dragging ass off.
Try some critical defense.
Real quick.
That's what I'm thinking.
Try some steel. Two more mags of steel. So far, so good.
I did. I have 3, 1 on the top.
Try some more Warner-D. Not one single issue. 150 rounds. And we're back, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the footage from the range, and honestly, this little Ruger LCP2 handled flawlessly. It really did have no malfunctions, 0 issues whatsoever. Shooting it, you know, for that amount of time, almost, you know, over 150 rounds, almost a full hour. You know, I only had snippets to show you guys in the video, otherwise it would be a very long video, but the, you know, the handling of it is really nice. But any kind of smaller gun like this, I wouldn't say it was snappy because the 380 cartridge isn't that powerful, honestly, but I will say that the larger back strap right here of the actual LCP2 really starts to kind of dig into your palm when you're trying to hold on to this gun. Just trying to keep a good grip on it, you know, round after round, mag after mag. You know, it starts to really fatigue your hand. And I find myself having to stretch out my hand quite a bit because 150 rounds, holding this little thing and trying to keep it as accurate as you can get, isn't the easiest job. And really, let's talk about the fact that these micro pistols, little mouse guns, you know, they're really not meant for, you know, headshots at 100 yards, honestly, right? Probably not even headshots at 25 yards. So, but that being said, I will show you a few of my, or actually two of my groupings that I actually saved from the range, and just kind of show you guys what you can achieve if you take your time with this. But really, shooting this fast like I was doing, you can hit torso shots all day long at 7 to 10 yards. You know, I mean, the sights are there, they're nice. There's nothing too fancy about them, but they are higher up, which is good. And really, you can really bring it up, get a good sight picture, fire all 6 rounds, and get on target. It might not be bullseyes, but you can get them if you really try, take your time. And yeah, so let me show you guys. So actually, this is one of the targets right here. This was actually, wrote down, you know, the Ruger LCP. This is with the Remington ammunition, the 380, right there. I'm sure you saw that in the video. And this stuff, 95 grains. Actually, this is at 5 yards. And you can see here's one of the groups that I recorded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds right there. I did notice, especially the first probably 50 to 100 rounds, I noticed that it was shooting a little to the left and down. So you see how if I was aiming at this red bar, it was actually hitting down here. Same with aiming at the bullseye, I was hitting over here. It could be just user error, could be my hand getting kind of fatigued. But, you know, because if you pull the trigger with such a small gun too, you really gotta work on your trigger pull, because you're gonna kind of, as you pull it, you might actually pull the trigger and it might jerk downwards. But again, you know, still on target at 5 yards, real quick firing. You know, I had a bunch of goofs off here. You'll see actually some 22s, some 45s, I mean, but I did record that for you guys right there. And that was with the Remington Full Metal Jacket. Now, Hornady, which is phenomenal round. It's obviously really expensive compared to Full Metal Jacket. But the Hornady Critical Defense FTX 90 grain at 7 yards. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, on a paper plate. And then I got some 22s and some strays up here. But this was one of the mags right here. Same with that. So I did only shoot this gun with the extended butt plate on there. However, you know, the magazines do come with the flat one right here, which looks like this. But you lose a little bit of grip because you really only have like 1.5 fingers on that grip, honestly. And that, you know, although much more concealable because you don't have this point sticking out here, when you're shooting at the range, you want to get as much grip as you can, especially for shooting, you know, more than a few rounds. So, and to remove that plate, actually all it is, you push that pin in. You'll see you just put like a little hex wrench or something. In fact, I had it right here. You know, you literally push it in, a little Allen key wrench or the tip of a bullet, hold the spring down, and it's as easy as that. Just like the other LCP mags, just like a lot of other magazines, you know, pretty light spring pressure in here. Loading this, obviously I had to load 2 magazines over and over again for over 150 rounds. Really, it wasn't that bad. The spring is pretty weak, I would say, compared to like some other pistols, which is good, you know, for loading. And honestly, I didn't have any failure to feeds, any kind of magazine issues, no issues whatsoever with this gun. I will actually go and I can take it apart for you guys and show you kind of what's going on the inside here. I can get to it. This little takedown pin is still a pretty cruddy takedown device, I would say, because you don't want to scratch up your finish on the firearm. But you take the pin out, and there she is. So I have not cleaned it since the range. You can see it's already getting all over my fingers. And part of the accuracy issue, you know, if you're trying to shoot this really accurate, is this barrel length here too. The barrel is very, you know, very short, and it really, gunk there, it really doesn't help at all with accuracy. But there you go on the inside there. Let me get a little flashlight for you. Held up really well, you know, no signs of any kind of weird wear or anything like that. Needs to be cleaned, obviously. Nothing too crazy, nice and dirty. Frame's in good shape. Nice and gunked up. So what else can I say about this, guys? I mean, honestly, phenomenal handgun. You know, for a little pocket carry, no complaints whatsoever. The upgrades from the original LCP that I talked about in my earlier videos, if you want to check those out, take a look. But honestly, the upgrades are, I think, well worth it, because they really do address some of the issues with the first one, with the better sights, better ergonomics. You know, it doesn't look, you know, it's kind of like the Ruger's trying to do this whole new look and feel of their firearms. But really, I mean, it's not bad. You know, it's not the prettiest looking firearm, I don't think, but it handles well. The trigger is amazing, as I've said before. Phenomenal trigger. You know, handling's not bad. Just hold on to it. It is, like I said, it's not very snappy, but hold on to it. Try to get a good grip on it. The problem with how small it is, like I said before, is that your hand might kind of grip weird, and you might be shooting to the left, you might be shooting to the right or down. I mean, really practice with this, because I mean, if you're going to trust this with your life, which I would, because of the fact that it has no issues whatsoever with it when firing. It went bang every time, every kind of ammunition I could find to put through it. No problems. So I would trust with my life, but just practice with it is the key thing. I know, you know, you need to get a lot of practice in with these carry guns. Make sure you know what you can do with them. Make sure you know your limits. You know, they might only be good within 5 yards or so, but make sure you can hit something within those 5 yards too. But, well, thanks for watching, guys. Hey, subscribe to the channel. I'll get you guys some more content. Like this video. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever below, and have a good one.